Hi everyone, I'm Cornell Silver and I am a makeup fan and mental health advocate. I have a mental health focused interview series on IGTV called Mind Wide Open, where the focus is normalizing having open conversations about mental health and destigmatizing mental health in general. I have struggled with anxiety and depression my entire life, and something that really helps me cope with that is being honest and open about it and having open conversations about it, whether that's on social media, whether that's with my family and friends. And this is something that I recommend to anyone who's struggling, is to be honest and open about it, because that lifts so much of the weight. And this can be way easier said than done, because not everyone has people in their life that they feel like they can be open about their mental health with. But something that I always recommend, even though it sounds really scary, is talking about mental health with someone that you've never talked about it with before. And whenever I've done that, I've almost always been super surprised at everything we have in common, the insights they're able to give me, and the things that we can relate on that I maybe didn't know we could relate on in the past. And this is something that I really appreciate about Rare Beauty as well, is their openness and how they inspire others to be open about mental health, and also how they provide tools and resources to their community. And I think a really big part of that is that it combats isolation, and isolation and mental health go hand in hand, especially now during the pandemic. So, being open and honest with others, talking to the Rare Beauty community, talking to the people in your life about mental health is something that helps me so much of the time. And when I created my mental health project, Mind Wide Open, I was really struggling with my own mental health in quarantine, and wanted to create a resource that was super accessible, where people could have open conversations about mental health, and where people could get free resources from mental health experts and hear other people that they admire talking about mental health. And something I was also really struggling with in quarantine was this idea that I was seeing on social media a lot about coming out of quarantine being a way better version of yourself, looking way better, feeling way better, when I was just kind of trying to get through every day. So I wanted to create a platform where we could talk about that, instead of seeing that constant cycle on social media of different workouts you need to try or different diets you need to try. I just wanted to be able to talk about our mental wellness and make each other feel better and lift each other up mentally and emotionally. And in my interview series, I'm obviously talking about mental health in a public forum, and talking about your own mental health publicly in any way, whether that's with your friends and family or on social media, can be really daunting. But something that helps me not feel afraid to talk about my mental health is knowing that every time I talk about my own experience, it's helping somebody else feel seen and heard and validated, and helping someone else feel the strength to talk about their experience. So when it feels scary to talk about your own mental health, know that people are being inspired by that, even if you may not always realize it. And social media can be a scary place, as we all know, especially when it comes to things like beauty standards, because of how easy it is to alter your appearance or only post yourself on your best days. And I've definitely let social media break me down and make me feel lesser when it comes to my physical appearance. Thinking that I had to alter my body in some way, or alter my appearance in any way. But now I see projects like what I'm doing with Mind Wide Open, or what Rare Beauty's doing, where we're celebrating being honest and being the real versions of ourselves, being truly ourselves, instead of everyone always just wanting to put their best foot forward, or create this fake version of themselves. And I think that's so inspiring, and seeing more and more people be honest and be their true selves on social media is so beautiful, and I hope to keep seeing it, because I love seeing that. And a rare reminder for me is that wherever you are is exactly where you need to be. And this is something that I think about all the time because whenever you're going through a hard time, whenever you're feeling insecure, whenever you're in a dark place, you never know where it's leading you. And there have been so many times in my life where I've looked back on hardship, or looked back on a really, really hard thing that I went through, and realized, oh my God, that's why this happened. It led me to exactly where I need to be, and I wouldn't be here if that hadn't happened, even though it was really difficult at the time. So that's something I think about a lot. Thank you, Rare Beauty. Thank you to everyone watching. You can keep up with my journey and keep up with my mental health interview series, Mind Wide Open, on my Instagram at Cornell Silver. Thank you so much for watching.